Chapter 1. The Engagement Gap. Why Good People Become Disengaged. Board members, and what you can do about it. Welcome to the heart of the matter. You're here because you know your board could be, should be, more. You've got good people around that table, individuals you likely recruited for their skills, their passion, or their connections. So why does it sometimes feel like you're the only one paddling the canoe, while everyone else is just along for the ride? Why do those enthusiastic new recruits sometimes fade into the background after a few meetings? This, my friend, is the engagement gap, and it's one of the most common, yet often unspoken frustrations for nonprofit leaders like us. Let's be honest, it's a tough pill to swallow when you see that initial spark of commitment dwindle. But before you throw your hands up or assume your board members simply don't care, I want you to consider something. Disengagement rarely happens because people are inherently unmotivated or unsupportive. More often than not, good people become disengaged board members because something in the system, something in the environment we've created or failed to create, is inadvertently pushing them away. The core problem: diagnosing the roots of disengagement. So, what are these common culprits, these silent saboteurs of board engagement? Let's pull back the curtain. The placeholder past: family, friends, and founding favors. Many nonprofits, especially in the early days, get off the ground by filling board seats with supportive family members or close friends. It's understandable. You need to meet legal requirements. But if these initial placeholders weren't chosen for their specific skills, long-term strategic commitment, or understanding of nonprofit governance, and if there isn't a plan to transition or develop this founding group, their engagement can naturally wane as the organization's needs evolve beyond just personal support. They might feel out of their depth, unsure how to contribute meaningfully, or simply see their role as temporary. The onboarding off-ramp, not a launchpad. Remember that initial orientation. Was it truly a comprehensive launch into meaningful contribution, or more of a document dump and a quick handshake? If new members aren't properly integrated, if they don't quickly understand how their specific skills fit into the bigger picture, or if they don't build early connections, their initial enthusiasm can stall out before it even gets started. The missing engagement system. This is a big one. Many nonprofits simply don't have a deliberate, ongoing system for keeping board members connected, informed, and actively involved between meetings. Engagement isn't just about showing up. It's about feeling part of a continuous, purposeful effort. Without that system, it's easy for board service to feel like a series of disconnected events rather than a cohesive journey. The fog of uncertainty, lack of clarity. Can every single one of your board members clearly articulate their specific role beyond just being on the board? Do they understand the organization's top strategic priorities for the year? Do they know what success looks like for them, individually and for the board collectively? When clarity is missing, people hesitate, they hold back, they disengage because they're simply not sure what to do or if they're doing the right thing. Communication breakdowns or trickles. Is communication with your board consistent, transparent, and two-way? Or do they only hear from you when there's a crisis or right before a meeting? Feeling out of the loop or like their input isn't genuinely sought or heard is a fast track to checking out. Feeling undervalued or unheard. Board members volunteer their precious time and talent. If their contributions aren't acknowledged, if their ideas are consistently dismissed, even unintentionally, or if they feel like their unique expertise isn't being utilized, why would they stay deeply invested? Everyone wants to feel like they matter. The F word. Phobia, fear of fundraising. Fundraising. For many board members, this is the elephant in the room. If they haven't been properly educated about their role in fundraising, which, by the way, isn't always about directly asking for money, if they're terrified of being put on the spot, or if they don't feel equipped, they'll often avoid any situation that might lead to it, including deeper engagement. Death by meeting, ineffective board meetings. Are your board meetings truly strategic discussions that lead to decisive action? Or are they lengthy, report-heavy sessions where board members are talked at rather than engaged with? If meetings feel like a waste of time, attendance and attention will inevitably drop. No clear path to contribute, the "how do I help" dilemma. Even the most willing board member can become disengaged if they can't see a clear, tangible way to contribute their specific skills and passions. If committee work is undefined, if projects are vague, or if there's no clear call to action that resonates with them, they'll remain on the sidelines. Recognize any of these? It's likely a mix of these factors are at play. And the impact? Well, that's where it really hurts. The ripple effect. The true cost of a disengaged board. A disengaged board isn't just a passive problem. It's an active drain on your organization. It's like a silent thief, stealing your momentum, your resources, and your peace of mind. The tangible costs are significant missed opportunities. That strategic partnership that never got explored because no one championed it? That grant application that didn't have strong board input? That potential major donor who was never cultivated? These are the ghosts of what could have been. Staff burnout. When the board isn't pulling its weight in governance, strategic thinking, or fundraising ambassadorship, who picks up the slack? Usually it's you and your already overworked staff. This leads to frustration, exhaustion, and ultimately burnout. Mission stagnation. When your board is stuck in neutral, your mission inevitably follows suit. Forward movement requires strategic leadership, diverse perspectives, and active advocacy, all things an engaged board provides. Without it, innovation dwindles and your impact plateaus. Reputational risk. A board that appears disengaged or lacks strong oversight can damage your credibility with funders, donors, partners, and the community. In worst-case scenarios, it can even lead to governance failures. The truth is, you can't afford a disengaged board. Your mission can't afford it. Shifting the paradigm. From rubber stamp to real partnership. So, what's the alternative? It's about fundamentally shifting how you and your board members view the board's role. It's time to move away from the compliance-only board, the one that just meets to fulfill legal minimums, approve minutes, and then disappears until the next cycle. The rubber stamp board, the one that passively agrees with everything the ED or founder proposes without critical thought or strategic input. And move towards a board of true partnership, where members see themselves as active co-creators of the organization's success, working hand in hand with leadership and staff. A board of active contribution, where every member understands their value, utilizes their unique skills, and takes initiative to advance the mission. This isn't just semantics. It's a profound shift in culture, expectation, and operation. And it starts with you. The leader's role. You are the catalyst for change. As a founder, ED, CEO, or board chair, you are the primary architect of your board's engagement. Your approach, your mindset, and your actions will largely determine whether your board thrives or merely survives. Believe in their potential. If you see your board as a burden, they'll likely live down to that expectation. If you genuinely believe in their capacity to be incredible partners, and you communicate that belief, you create space for them to step up. Be willing to invest time. Building an engaged board isn't a quick fix. It requires a consistent investment of your time and energy in communication, relationship building, and creating opportunities for meaningful involvement. Model the behavior. Your passion, your preparation for meetings, your strategic thinking, your willingness to listen, these all set the tone. Champion the system. This book will give you a system for engagement. Your role is to champion that system, implement it consistently, and hold yourself and others accountable to it. This might sound like a lot of responsibility, but the good news is you don't have to figure it out alone. That's what the rest of this book is for. And we're going to start by giving you a tool to see exactly where your board stands right now. Your first action step? The Board Engagement Red Flag Checklist. Knowledge is power. Before we dive into the how-to of transformation, let's get a clear snapshot of your current reality. This checklist isn't a judgment. It's a diagnostic tool. It will help you pinpoint the specific areas where your board's engagement might be faltering, so you can focus your efforts where they're needed most. Grab a pen or open a new note and answer these questions honestly for your board. Clarity of role. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 equals not at all, 5 equals absolutely. Do most board members clearly understand their specific roles and responsibilities beyond just attending meetings? Meeting effectiveness. Do board meetings typically feel productive, strategic, and energizing rather than lengthy, passive, or report-heavy? Yes or no? Active participation. In a typical meeting, what percentage of your board members actively contribute to discussions, not just listen? E.g., 25%, 25 to 50%, 50 to 75%, 75%. Strategic contribution. Does your board regularly engage in meaningful strategic discussions and contribute to shaping the organization's direction? Yes or no? Committee engagement. Are your board committees active, purposeful, and producing tangible results that support the board's work? Yes, no, or NA if no committees. Fundraising comfort and participation. Do most board members understand and willingly participate in fundraising activities appropriate to their capacity, which includes more than just asking for money? Yes or no? Connection to mission. Do you feel your board members are deeply and personally connected to the organization's mission and impact? Yes or no? Feeling valued. Do you believe most board members feel their contributions are genuinely valued and their voices are heard? Yes or no? Proactive communication. Is there consistent, meaningful communication flowing between the organization and board members and among board members outside of formal meetings? Yes or no? Clear path for contribution. Can most board members easily identify how their unique skills and passions are being utilized by the organization? Yes or no? Take a moment with these questions. Where are your no answers or lower scores concentrated? Those are your red flags, your starting points for the journey ahead. Recognizing the engagement gap and its causes is the first powerful step. It's not about blame, it's about opportunity. The opportunity to rebuild, re-engage, and reactivate the incredible potential sitting right there in your boardroom. In the next chapter, we'll roll up our sleeves and begin the transformative work with the Board Reignition Audit, a deep dive into understanding each member's perspective and charting a clear course forward for everyone.